everybody, and welcome to 2025. Wishing you all a happy new year, and I'm excited to start the new year of the area of Fireside Chats with a long-term friend, an amazing expert, and someone who's actually spoke at the 2023, my goodness, it was a long time ago, area event. Miquel, thank you very much for spending some time with us today. Let's get the questions going straight away. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure. First of all, hey, Mark, thanks for inviting me. Looking forward for the next 15-ish minutes. Yes, Miquel Vidal. I am the head of XRS, Extended Reality Solutions within CBRE.
Fantastic. So what inspired you to start building an XR capability at CBRE, and what were the kind of initial challenges you faced in getting that department off the ground?
Wow, I need to go some quite back on time here, Mark. It's almost 7 or 8 years ago when I came across by pure serendipity with, that thing that now sounds so old, the Microsoft HoloLens 1. Pure serendipity just came through my desk, virtual desk, and I just fell in love. I had the opportunity to get hands-on. I had the opportunity to actually proper test it, and I had one of those eureka moments where I felt that that type of technology was going to change the way we interact and the way we consume digital content. And with my previous background before I joined CBRE in the field services, literally traveling the world, fixing robotic systems with my toolcase and my suitcase, I put the two together very quickly. I saw that's gonna become a paradigm shift in the way we're gonna be working for years to come. And that was the beginning. As I said, 7 or 8 years ago, and here we are today with a fully fledged XR extended reality solutions for CBRE. For those of you who don't know, CBRE is a 30 billion turnover last year, 110,000 people with 500 offices in 100 countries. So no small feat.
Wow. And the kind of one part of that question was about some of those initial challenges. I'd love to, you obviously had this eureka vision moment. How do you then start to kind of sell that? How did you get this kind of, you've got a full department, maybe explain a little bit about the department and the size of that as well, but how did you actually overcome some of those initial challenges, and what were they?
Lots of patience. Lots of patience, lot of grit, lot of passion, lots of persuasion. It's no secret. Luckily, I managed to convince a couple of internal business sponsors. Luckily, managed to get a very small budget on the tens of thousands, on the low tens of thousands, and we managed to get a couple of headsets. We managed to put together a bit of a kind of say sort of a proof of concept, and that did the talking to a certain degree. I focused on 1 or 2 use cases. I'm all about think big, but start small, and that was main focus on 1 or 2 simple but effective use cases. And again, because of my background, having been fixing, repairing, training in the science community, robotic and automated systems, the one that came to me straight away was the ability to be able to take the mobile phone to a whole new level, which is enhancing the whole remote support aspect. And that was, sort of the door opener. Nice and simple, the low-hanging fruit, and that was the beginning.
Amazing. So kind of moving forward a little bit, can you share how the kind of your XR department operates today, and what kind of typical projects look like, and And how do you collaborate across teams to kind of deliver value? What does the world look like now?
So now it's no me, the one man van anymore, and the dog. And I don't have a dog, by the way. But it was very lonely for many years, working from behind the trenches, while I was also had my other job, because remember, I had my other job, working weekends and evenings, trying to put together the business cases, trying to work through sometimes the labyrinth or the maze, which is bringing sort of any solution, never mind XRS, through such big corporations. You have to knock lots and lots of doors before one's open. So now we have a fully fledged productized solution as a service solution that we provide to our CBRE internal customers, internal clients. And those are our CBRE frontline workers. Those frontline workers, technicians, engineers, project managers, auditors, surveyors, you name it. We have between the 20 and 25,000 across the world. And we working with those separate groups, accounts, teams, more forward thinking, more innovative, to deploy and adapt this technology. And today, still very much working on the core basics of XR, which is remote support, which is remote inspections and training. Still very basics, low hanging fruit, as they call it. We know the potential of XR, and we know that's only the tip of the iceberg. But it's already very challenging to take a business or a new solution off the ground in such a big corporation. Never mind adding, all sort of other use cases and other sort of complexities. As I said, think big, start small, and if you can keep it simple, even better.
Yeah, which is amazing. And I guess the question I'm sure you get asked a lot, and I know you do because we've spoken before, but kind of what are the biggest benefits XR has brought to CBRE, in terms of both the kind of, there's the internal operations that you talked about and the kind of the client facing outcomes, but can you talk about benefits, maybe not in dollars and pound signs, but in kind of some of the benefits that you brought?
Yes, actually, I was just typing my annual review, annual appraisal for this year, for last year. So that's a very timely question. It's mainly four blocks. Number one is cost savings. It's pretty simple maths. No rocket science involved. Very simple maths in terms of reducing trouble, in terms of reducing expenses, avoiding subject matter experts, either from CBRE or vendors, to having to go from A to B and back to C and back to A. Nice and simple. Obviously, the other big one is CO2 reduction, which is a big one for all our customers. If you reduce travel, guess what? Either through plane, through train, through cars, you reduce also CO2. So that is, and in some instances, that is probably one of the key ones for more of our customers. And then the other big one is productivity or streamline operations. So I used to be one of those subject matter experts, having to go. I used to live, I still live in Cambridge, get down to Heathrow, get in a plane, travel across the pond, then get in a taxi. There was no Uber at the time. Get in a taxi and then go to see the client. Then go there and literally spend 2-3 hours to fix, repair, flip a few switches, change a few code, boom, I'm back again. That wasn't the best of my spend of my time. So when you look at the time that you go across this example, that's a lot of hours and productivity you could make gain in doing a more productive work, increase updating the processes, providing a better support, updating the manuals, learning, developing yourself, rather than spending on the M25 or on the Heathrow Airport or across the pond.
Perfect. Well, I know we could talk for hours because I think the work that you've done is amazing. So please carry on being a trailblazer for our industry. You know, I know you've done amazing work. I love some of the kind of the summary points in terms of keep it simple, but you know, making sure that you're delivering benefit. And hopefully we'll see you again soon at the area. So Miguel, thank you very much for all your hard work, and speak to you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.